Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to another episode of XFL. Tonight's episode, Mr. Beastbox in the bank. I didn't call it that, he did. Anyway,
Are you sure Heyman didn't call him that?
And maybe somebody called him that.
Fair.
Then a boombox, it was a Beastbox, apparently. Anyway, this is the XFL, the XFL Fantasy League. I'm James Phoenix. He's Jeff. The ladies could not be with us tonight. Ladies, we're sorry not to have you, but we'll hopefully have you for
and Jim,
next
I know
video.
you didn't notice, but debuting
Yes,
a new shirt.
You have a Monday Night Rollins shirt, I noticed.
Fortunately, I ran into a 40% off sale.
Helpful.
Unfortunately, though, the shirt I wanted, they were kind of out of my size. Because the one I wanted said something like curb stomp, burn it down, leave, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted that shirt, but this worked.
All right. Well, if I'm going to be completely frank, I'll make the counterpoint. If that's a problem for you, maybe a diet? I don't know.
Well, no, it wouldn't have fit me anyway, because all they had left was like a small or a medium.
Okay, well, that's fair then. Anyway, so we're a little behind, folks. We apologize for that. We're going to try to catch up in the next few days here. Tonight's video is the scoring for not the week that has just ended, but last week, the week of Monday the 27th of May. We will be scoring that tonight. Tomorrow night, with any luck, we will do this past week, and either Monday after Raw or Tuesday after SmackDown, we'll hit up Super Showdown real quick and get that out of the way.
Wouldn't that be Thursday? Because Thursday is usually pay-per-view?
That's true. If we do like a regular pay-per-view, we could do it Thursday. I didn't think about that. All right, Thursday. Cool. Didn't think about that. In that case, that'll work. So, we're going to go ahead. We are debuting something new tonight. Let's see if I can screen share this up here properly. Application window. This guy over here. For the sake of ease, here we go. We have updated our scoring document and moved it to Google Sheets, which is pretty cool. So we will be running this off of Google Sheets henceforward, meaning that everybody in the group has access to the document, can edit it. It means that as long as scores are done and sent to whoever's going to be there, nobody is, even me, is obligated to be in every video anymore, which is nice. And everybody will have this in front of them so they can see it updated in real time, and people don't need to keep their own copies of the documents and every damn thing else. So that's a good thing.
And that also means, for anyone who's interested, if you take that link that's on the screen there, everything to the left of the hyphen, and throw that in your browser, you can go ahead and view our scores at any time. Because anyone can view a Google Doc.
I wasn't going to tell people that, but sure.
But they can't edit it.
Well, I know that, but, you know.
This is the age of the internet. If people don't know you can view Google Docs, come on.
Don't they have to be set to public for that to work, though? Because otherwise it's just going to get no permission.
I don't know. I just sent you guys the link. I mean, I gave you editing, but I gave them the link.
Yeah, but you specifically gave us, here's a direct link, which is not the same as the link above.
True. Well, you guys could try it. If it don't work, it don't work, but it's there somewhere.
Yep. Anyway, so we have this set up here now. We have some modified colors on our team tables, a little bit of a new design, but still the same numbers and the same teams. That's pretty cool. Also, you notice I've amended Reese's here to a color that is more apt to the aquamarine she originally asked for, as opposed to the more turquoise we had her with in the Excel document.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Otherwise, names are all together. Scores are still here. Totals are still at the bottom. We've moved the weekly scores over to their own document over here for the sake of ease. So that's the thing that has happened. I will have to remember to add new boxes each time we do this, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So meanwhile, tonight we're going to do Raw.
Question.
Yes.
Why is Tyler Breeze still on my roster?
Because we never bothered to remove him.
Oh, maybe we should, because he's no longer main roster.
I know.
Unfortunately.
We have edits to make. We will deal with it. Eventually.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Hang on, let me take a look at this. The other thing I didn't look at. Scroll, scroll, scroll. No, you didn't. You fail, good sir.
What's that?
You forgot to put in the extra superstars at the bottom of the list. So we're missing points.
No, actually, they're now on the list.
You put them all on the list? Really?
They are on the list. I didn't do that intentionally. When I was putting the documents together and I started putting the pivot tables to connect each other, that data, because it was at the very bottom, got pulled into the data that was counting for the chart inadvertently. And so it would have been a pain in the ass for me to undo it. So I said, fuck it, I'll just leave. I just had to add some more blue coloring at the bottom. I said, fuck it, I'll just leave them in the chart. But you'll be able to easily find them if you look through it. The only two columns they have are a name and a score. There is no brand, team, or active inactive status. So
fair.
They're pretty easy to find. All right, so we're going to add these columns right here. Let me just get a little, where's the word thing I want? Here we go. Borders. Apply borders. Nope, want to apply the borders. All borders. There we go. Okay. So we have borders, so let us go ahead and do this. So first of all, as you can see here, score-wise, in the lead, as of the end of the pre-sale zone, is me at 3,039 points, the phenomenal New Dogs. Captain Planet of the Holograms is in second at 2,957. The iconic Premier Club for Women's Rights is at 2,434. And the Real Huggable Sensation, Risa, is at 2,231. So everybody is within easy catching distance of each other after at the end of the week following Money in the Bank. So we'll go into the next week here. We will see how things play out.
Pretty shittily from what I've heard from you.
Kind of. Let's get into it. First, let's check the leaderboards, though. The one thing we do not have for this version is we do not have the automatic highlighting of the top 10, unfortunately. So it's more of a surprise because we won't officially know the top 10 till the end rather than seeing them pop up as we're scoring. So that is an interesting fact. But still way at the top of the big lead is the WWE Champion Kofi Kingston at 593. In second place is the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley at 342. Just behind her, the Raw Women's Champion Becky One Belt at 336. The Universal Champion Seth freaking Rollins at 307.
Monday Night Rollins.
The Cruiserweight Champion Tony Nese, the abs of 205 Live at 288. The Big Dog Roman Reigns is at 273. AJ Styles is at 235. He's tied with Shane O'Mac. Right below them at 233 is Baron Corbin. Rounding out the top 10 is Finn Balor at 223. But if you were to disregard that tie, then Ricochet, the one and only, at 219 also makes the top 10.
Woo.
All right. So there's your top 10. We'll go ahead. Just FYI, Jeff, by the way, this little pink thing here, that's indicating where you have your cursor in the document. See?
Oh, is it?
See this here? See how it pops your name up when I put it there?
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, it shouldn't be there because the last thing I do is click over to Google Hangouts. That's weird.
Right, but that's where you left the cursor in the document.
Oh, yeah, I do have that selected. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, that's where it leaves that. So just
Here,
FYI.
I'll do this. There.
That works. Anyway, let's go over here and let us sort these A to Z. There we go. So, yeah, like Alicia Fox, for example, you'll see she's here, but has all these empty columns here, but has her 8 points.
Understood.
An example of those 5 votes. Okay. So, let us go ahead and see what happened on to Monday Night Raws.
Yep.
Also? Yep.
Oh, wait, I have them? Wait, I have... Okay. Well, that's good for me, then.
What's that?
Fucking, apparently, Super Showdown and this 24/7 belt marks a huge boon to me. Because I have the AOP, and they're back.
The AOP are back?
They showed up at Super Showdown. I think they were in the fucking Battle Royal.
Okay, then.
So apparently he's not injured anymore. And then, of course, Drake Maverick actually doing shit and trying to go after the 24/7 title means I get more points for DM the GM. So, yay!
That is true. Cool. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute. I'm debating how we want to address that. I mean, I'll bring the thing up and I'll check the dates and see what happened because there's been a lot of 24/7 title wins over the last 2 weeks.
Question. And this is more a question for, I suppose, Super Showdown. Are we scoring YouTube exclusive stuff?
For the 24/7 belt, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering, because R-Truth fucking... God damn it, R-Truth.
Well, yeah. So here's what's happened over the last 2 weeks, just to recap. We'll score it eventually. But it first started off sometime not this past week, but the week before, when R-Truth got pinned by Elias after R-Truth got assaulted by Shane and Drew. Then R-Truth managed to win the title back from Elias during a SmackDown match when he pinned Elias under the ring. Then a little earlier this week, I think on Sunday, R-Truth, Jinder Mahal rolled R-Truth up on a golf course at an undisclosed location. R-Truth managed to win it back from him on the golf course later that same day. Then Jinder Mahal rolled R-Truth up on the tarmac while they were getting ready to board the plane to go to Saudi Arabia, then jumped on the plane after rolling him up. Then during the flight at 39,000 feet over the Red Sea, R-Truth pinned Jinder Mahal to get the title back while Jinder was sleeping.
And this whole time, DM the GM has been chasing R-Truth.
Yeah, so actually, DM the GM's Twitter, you'll know he amended his documents to reflect Jinder for a while he had the belt, and then changed it back. So yeah, all that has been going on with the 24/7 title.
You know what the really sad, unfortunate thing about this is?
What's that?
Since the 24/7 belt is now considered an official WWE title belt, this now counts toward Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
Or Triple Crown. It's like
something like that.
Sake. It shouldn't count, goddammit.
Yeah, well, it does count, goddammit. Now, here's something interesting. How about this, by the way? Speaking of things that are internet exclusive, if you've been keeping an eye on the Twitter feud between Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix, and Edge.
No.
Because it is amazing.
The last thing I heard was, oh, are we involving our men in this now? I don't know. Let me ask Seth.
Yeah, there's much better burns today. Hang on, let me pop this up real quick. Let's go to Adam Edge Copeland over here. We'll check this out. Let's see. Wow, Edge has altered his Twitter description. Oh my god. I didn't know that. Psst, the man. Since we're telling secrets and talking past relationships, make sure your man doesn't send you those pics. Didn't work out well for him last time.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That's his Twitter description.
God damn. That's why you don't get in a burn war with Edge.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see. Let's go back to this. Hang on a minute. Let me go back because it's been like they've been going like all day. Hang on, let me scroll back on this real quick. Where's the part where I just jumped in here? Let's see. No, okay, so he linked back over to this. All right, so let's see. Okay, where did this come back here? This has just been going and going the last couple of days. So let's go back to him. That one. Okay, then let's see, where did that lead? Okay. All right, so I trace this back to this point. So 2 days ago, Beth put up one. It's a meme from The Office. It says, just joke, when you tell your kid it's bedtime, but your husband tells him he can have 5 more minutes. And it's a picture of Steve Carell from The Office with like his hands over his face going, I'll kill you. Just as a joke, and she tagged Edge in it. Becky responds, we really need to get one of you two out of that retirement village you're living in. Edge responds, oh, Bex, this whole Twitter thing with me didn't work out well for you last time. Are you and the boy toy that bored with WWE Creative? I mean, granted, we would make it way more exciting, but if you're that good, you shouldn't need us.
No, we need you, Edge. We need you.
All right, well, that happened. And then Becky responded, can't your wife talk for herself? Well, clearly, actually, I listened to NXT commentary. Clearly not.
Oh! Damn.
Beth replied at Becky Lynch, except I'll keep improving at commentary. Well, you will never be able to lace my boots. And Becky then replied, put your kids to bed, kiss your frail husband goodbye, lace your own damn boots, and come find me. Edge jumped in and then responded to this. Oh, wait, what? This is still happening? Sorry, the man. I got bored after your last weak tweet and walked away. Kinda like I do when your matches come on. Huh, you used to like puns before you were cool, right? Ratings juggernaut. And again I say, be gone, little one.
Hmm.
Becky replies, got a minute here. Let's see. Edgy's reply, oh, the ratings, bro. Retort to one of the few who gains audience on TV. Weird, must be talking about Beth. Wonder if he's getting his women mixed up as he's been known to do when there's a redheaded wrestler involved.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, I'm making an executive decision. Becky is getting fucking pipe bomb points for that because god damn. That's some cold shit.
Yeah, Edge replied to this. Took you this long to find your writer to write this for you? He needs work. Okay, trust me, we won't confuse your dumpster fire red color with the quote-unquote other redhead. And be careful, you may get Beth back, and she may knock you back to your Riverdance days, last kicker. And there's an embarrassing gif of Becky Lynch back like debuting on NXT wearing bright-ass green and doing an Irish jig, because I guess they gave her that gimmick when she started.
Of course they did. It's Finn.
Now quit obsessing. Becky replied to that, dude, why didn't you tag me on this? Also, I've been trying to fight your wife this whole time. So go back to tweeting things your daughter didn't say, and I'll go and beat the one adult in your house that isn't made of glass.
Wow.
Edge replied to this, you actually made Jersey smell worse stinking up the Mania main event like you did. You should focus on improving that instead of standing me, kiddo. But it could work out for you. Maybe Beth can carry you to a decent match.
Wow.
And then Edge added, okay, well, you scramble with your ghostwriter to come up with a comeback and think of the next wrestler you'll rip off, Stone Cold Stan Austin. I'm going to go shine one of my 31 championships. Goodbye, Becky Lynch. One belt. Becky jumped in and replied, yeah, it would be awful if one of us was using other people's. Hey, wait a minute. And then she literally posted a screenshot where Edge literally stole that Stone Cold Stan Austin comment from a fan. Plus, still waiting on the missus. She in by any chance? And I like how somebody put a screenshot of here noting that Becky has amended her Twitter description, which now reads, Beth, psst, over here. I think I broke your husband. If you'd like to fight me and make some money, my email is workratequeen316@theratingsbro.com. That is hilarious.
You don't suppose they're building up to Becky versus Beth at WrestleMania, do you?
I could see it. Anyway, Edge replied to the quote saying, yeah, I had this one in the bank already, but clearly it's an easy softball if I'm not the only one thinking it. If you want the match so bad, quit trolling me and just ask her. Also, don't you have a job? I earned my retirement. Go earn yours. Also, no comment on your Mania match. And that comment from Edge was about 6 hours ago. And I cannot and it doesn't look like Becky has replied to that just yet. So that's where we're at as of current.
Okay. Well, yeah, Becky hasn't replied to it. She's probably in the air right now.
Yeah.
Because she didn't go over there, did she? So, yeah, who knows? That's right, because they don't allow women over there.
Actually, they brought Alexa and Natalia and Renee with them.
Well, they brought Renee probably because it's like, well, okay, they can talk. They can't fight, but they can talk.
Yeah, well, there was an interesting situation where they brought Alexa and Natalia because originally they were purportedly told by Saudi Arabia they were going to be allowed to have a women's match, and then they rescinded it. So
I thought Alexa wasn't cleared to wrestle.
she has a title match at Stomping Grounds.
She does?
Yeah, you didn't see SmackDown where she somehow got a SmackDown Women's title match despite not being a SmackDown superstar.
Okay, then. Well, that's good for me. I get points. Yay!
Yeah. Anyway, let's do the thing here. That's enough sidetracking. We have shit to do.
Indeed.
All right, so let's go over to see what happened on the Monday Night Raws. I have that somewhere. Here we go. Monday Night Raw was live from Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
There was a Memorial Day video to open it up because it was Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar was shown backstage wearing his new Brock Party t-shirt.
Boo.
Had his briefcase with him. Kofi came out to the ring here because of Wild Card, and basically they showed a replay of him getting assaulted by Dolph Ziggler on the previous SmackDown. And Kofi limped a little bit selling the attack and basically said that Kevin Owens took out Big E backstage and re-injured Big E's knee, and that he was attacked by Dolph Ziggler, and said that Ziggler tried to end him, but he's still here and still standing tall. Kingston said that when the time is right, he will address Ziggler, but he's not there for that tonight. He's there for Mr. Money in the Bank. And Paul Heyman said that tonight's the night where we will find out Brock Lesnar's choice as to who he cashes in on. Ooh. Damn it. Kingston said that he wants to be a great WWE champion, so he wants to face and beat Brock Lesnar. And he claimed that he wanted Lesnar to cash in on him here tonight. Rollins made an entrance and got a nice pop. And said that he's not Lesnar, he's better. And that just like Kofi, he wants to know Brock's decision and what it's going to be. I'm going to call Lesnar out to make that decision right now. Hang on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So Brock Lesnar came out to his theme song, but then the song changed because he put the briefcase to his head like a boombox. And it had two boombox features. Corey Graves, so it was Corey Graves called it a Beastbox. Blame Corey Graves. You don't care. Fair enough.
Fucking Corey Graves.
And he asked Renee, when was the last time you saw Lesnar have this much fun? Lesnar got in the ring, danced like an idiot for a little bit. And Heyman did a little bit of the dancing. And so Rollins just walked out of the ring looking frustrated, and Kofi remained in the ring. Heyman said that it's just like Seth Rollins to pee on everybody's parade. And Heyman said Lesnar was going to announce right here, right now, on who he would cash in the Money Man contract on, but he said Seth Rollins ruined the Brock party. The fans booed. Heyman told them there's no booing Lesnar, and he told Kofi to blame Seth Rollins, and then Lesnar and Heyman left. So yeah, that was stupid. That's going to be...
Yeah, sounds like it.
So we're going to promo to Brock. And promo to Paulus. And promo to Kofi. And promo to Rollins. All right. So going back over here. So Kofi then tried to leave the ring and got jumped by Dolph Ziggler, who I guess came out of the crowd. And he hit a zigzag on Kofi at the bottom of the ramp, grabbed a chair to continue the attack, but Xavier Woods ran out there to save him and chased Dolph Ziggler away. So that's Dolph Ziggler with an assault and a zigzag. That's 5 points to Dolph. All right. So when the show came back, Kofi was being helped out of the ring by referees. Ziggler then ran up the ramp and got in a brawl with Xavier, who fought back with some punches. Ziggler and Woods brawled around the ringside area. Ziggler gouged Xavier's eyes a couple of times, whipped him into a barricade. Woods tried to fight back and sent Ziggler over the barricade into the crowd and hit him with a double axe handle. So they fought through the crowd. So referees tried to break it up but weren't successful. Xavier Woods threw a trash can at Dolph Ziggler. And they went back to ringside. Ziggler whipped Woods into the steel stairs, then grabbed a chair and hit Woods in the back a couple of times with it. Then threw Woods into the ring with another chair shot to the back. Then put the chair on Xavier's neck, so Kofi ran back out to save him. And then Ziggler left the ring and jumped the barricade to get away. So I guess we'll consider this a continuation of the assault from before the match. But we will go ahead and give Ziggler some weapon use for the chair shots.
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll throw Kofi an assault for attacking Dolph and getting him to leave. I think he hit him. All right. So into a commercial. We get back from the commercial. Kofi and Xavier are still in the ring. Dolph comes up for a promo on the stage. Reminds Kofi that he has to defend the title against him at Super Showdown. And told Kofi to celebrate for the next 11 days because he's the best WWE champion he could ever remember. But every time Ziggler sees Kingston, reminds him that it should have been me. Said that Kofi has had two people watching his back. And when people said Kofi was a B-plus player, Dolph knew how good Kofi was as WWE champion. What happens when I take that belt from you, Kofi? What happens to the fans? At WrestleMania, it should have been me. But at Super Showdown, it will be me. That's a promo to Dolph.
Spoiler alert. Oh, won't. Also,
Yeah.
spoiler alert. It should have been.
Yeah.
Because Kofi completely fucking missed your ass.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you saw that.
I've seen none of Super Showdown.
Yeah, Kofi went for the Trouble in Paradise at the end, completely whiffed, and yet they sold it like he hit.
Oops.
Yeah, so he won off of hitting Dolph Ziggler with air.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to make sure he gets kind of botch points for that because he fucked that up.
Fair enough. Anyway, the Usos were hosting a Memorial Day barbecue in the back with an assortment of superstars present. I don't know who they were, and I'm not giving the points. The ones that are relevant in the segments will get points. The rest, I don't care. Because you showed up in the back for 2 seconds as an extra. I'm not giving you points for that. I do remember that Drake Maverick was there handing out R-Truth wanted signs, though. I remember that much, but who cares? I think Titus was wearing an apron. Anyway. Anyway, the Usos wished Natalya a happy birthday. Jimmy said that everybody was invited, but Jay said hell no to the Revival being invited. So it's a promo to the Usos and Natalya for that. Actually, no, Natalya was just there. Natalya will get 3. The Usos get a full. Um, 81. And Natalya. It's 3. All right, so Shane McMahon was shown backstage ready for a match, and Charlie Caruso came up to interview him, wondering why he was having a match on Raw, given that that's a rare thing. And he said that he was going to get ready for his Super Showdown match with Roman Reigns, and headed out to the ring with Drew McIntyre by his side. But then when they came out to the arena, they went back to the back for a minute. Then there was a commercial. Then we came back, where they came back out for the match. And Shane's opponent was Lance Anoa'i, apparently one of Roman Reigns' cousins.
Wasn't the report that he was actually one of Roman Reigns' cousins?
He might be, I don't know.
I could be wrong.
But either way, he jobbed out to Shane.
Yeah.
So Shane McMahon won via the triangle choke submission. So, where the hell? All right, so.
Lance Anoa'i is a professional wrestler from Major League Wrestling. He is a member of the Anoa'i family. So, yes, he is, in fact, Roman Reigns' cousin.
Cool. Is he the Usos brother?
His father is Samu, one half of the Wild Samoans.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So there you go.
So one of Rikishi's other brothers. Fair enough. Anyway.
Yep.
So, Drew McIntyre gets 5 points for being there. All right. Lance Anoa'i gets 5 points and 1 point for a dropkick, I guess. Why the hell not? You even get 6 points, but we're not scoring him because it's not like he's going to be there again. So I'm not going to bother. But 6 spiritual points to Lance Anoa'i. Shane gets 20 for winning, 5 Marina matches, 25, and 6 moves, including some punches, 3 for evading a kick, and a spinning back elbow, I guess. So 31 points to Shane. $266. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, post-match, Drew McIntyre picked up Lance and dropped him with a big chop to the chest. Shane then put on the triangle choke again. Wait, Shane didn't get a triangle choke point. Why the hell not? He should get a triangle choke point.
Because you fail?
I didn't do the scoring. All right. So anyway, Shane applied another triangle choke post-match. And Shane said that he would do this to Sika if he was there right now. And then said that the biggest mistake Sika ever made was spawning Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns then made an entrance, ran down to the ring, hit Drew with a Superman punch on the ramp, then slid in the ring. Shane left the ring, so Roman chased him, managed to connect on Shane with a Superman punch, but when he went for a spear, Drew pulled Shane out of the ring to save him. So that's Drew with a knife edge chop. And then Shane with a triangle choke. Another triangle choke, I should say. And then Roman Reigns gets 4 for an assault and 2 Superman punches. And 6 points to Roman. Okay. Following all that, Lesnar and Heyman came back out to the ring with the briefcase. Referee John Cone was also in the ring, ready for there to be a potential cash-in. And Heyman stood with the contract that was in the briefcase, and Rollins made his entrance again, got in the ring, said that the Universal title is his life, told Lesnar to shut his mouth, and said that Lesnar makes a mockery of it, not because of his stupid beatbox, but because he's a joke. He said, Lesnar, that I stomped your head into the mat at WrestleMania, and I could do it again right here, right now. You know, you used to be the most feared man in combat sports history, but now you're a shell of what you used to be because you hide behind Paul Heyman. He told Lesnar to cash in right the hell now, and Lesnar wanted to do it. Heyman then read through the contract as if it was a real legal agreement, including the part mentioning the Money in the Bank winner has 1 year to cash in. Lesnar then put his hand over Heyman's mic and incredulously asked, wait, I have a year? And it was made painted as if Lesnar did not know that he had a year to cash in. And after that, Lesnar took the mic for him, and it was like, I got a whole year not to make a decision right now? Seth Rollins? Screw you. And they left. So that's additional promo to Rollins, Lesnar, and Heyman.
Woohoo.
All right. Where I am is Paul Riss. Where's Paul Riss? Paul Riss. There he is. And Bork. All right. So they left again. As they were leaving, a bunch of people came running through the crowd, and it was R-Truth with a 24/7 title and Carmella in tow as they ran from a bunch of mid-card dudes, including Eric Young, the Good Brothers, and Drake Maverick. They attempted to attack R-Truth, but they failed. R-Truth then went running to the back with Carmella. So I guess mini to those guys?
I suppose. Well, would it be a mini? Or because it's for the 24/7, would they get assault points even though they didn't lay any hands on R-Truth since they were trying to get that belt?
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't hit anybody.
That's fair.
So let me see real quick. Something like that. I'm just trying to see if they showed up again. Yeah. I don't see any indication that they showed up again, so fair enough. Oh, there was at one point. Okay. All right, so we'll just deal with this now then. All right. Let me scroll back up here. Where the hell was I? There we go. No, up here. Where the hell was I? Here we go. Okay, so what do we got? Eric Young, the Good Brothers, and DM. Okay.
And R-Truth and Carmella?
Yep. Hang on, go back. Undo that. There we go. Well, okay. Yep. Carmella. It's 3. What's her at? 80. And then E Young. And Carl Anderson. And then Luke Gallows. All right. And R-Truth himself, of course. All right, moving on. So following all that, we cut backstage to AJ Styles, who was in the trainer's room. And Charlie asked him why he was not in the Fatal 4-Way match tonight. And he said that at Money in the Bank, he felt a pop in his back. And said that he wanted to face Lashley, Miz, and even Strowman for a shot at the title, but it's not going to happen, at least not tonight. And so he said that more tests had to be run to figure out what was going on. But mid-sentence, he got jumped by Baron Corbin, who punched him in the back of the head. And the doctor then checked out Styles and told Corbin to leave, so Corbin left.
So they set up a feud for AJ Styles upon his return.
Pretty much.
Fair.
So promo to AJ. I don't know. What does Corbin get for one punch to the back of the head?
I don't know. 3 for a mini?
Sure, sounds good. All right.
Unless you did more than that.
Doesn't sound like it.
He didn't say anything?
Doesn't sound like it, no.
Okay, 3 it is.
Anyway, Becky Lynch came out. Commercial for NXT TakeOver 25. Went to a commercial break. We came back for the match, which was Nikki Cross and Becky Lynch teaming up to take on the Iconics. And it is not a title match. So Peyton and Nikki started off, did some mat wrestling, not much going on. Peyton stopped Nikki from tagging out. When Billie Kay tagged in, Nikki threw her out of the ring and then hit a crossbody block onto both of the Iconics on the floor. Mid-match commercial break, we came back to the heels, continuing to work Nikki over. Billie Kay knocked Becky off the apron. Becky finally managed to get a hot tag, forearm off the middle rope, kick to the gut, Beck Exploder. Stomped away on Peyton Royce, fans chanted Becky. Then a leg drop from the middle rope, but Billie Kay saved the match. Nikki Cross in the ring. Billie Kay hit her with a kick to the face. Peyton then drove Becky into Billie Kay's knee for a 2 count. The Iconics then whined about the 2 count, and Becky slapped Peyton into an armbar. Nikki Cross took Billie Kay out, and Lynch then picked up Peyton Royce and slammed her with a modified rock bottom-like maneuver and got the win. So, yeah, that happened.
Okay, then.
Post-match, Lacey Evans walked out and then walked back up the ramp like old school. Becky held up the Raw Women's title and stared her down. So, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce each get 5 points for showing up.
Okay.
That's about it. But I found out something interesting that I was not aware of. Onto internet.
Okay.
Did you know that Peyton Royce and and the former Mr. Ty Dillinger got married?
Really?
Yes, they did.
Congratulations to them.
Indeed.
I mean, Peyton Royce ain't going to have a job for much longer.
Well, we'll find out. Anyway, Nikki Cross.
Oh, with how irate and pissed off Vince is, they're expecting Vince to can Renee anytime now.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
I mean, no ties over there, so Peyton's next.
Yeah, all right.
Now that could also be why that title's getting just completely ass buried, because he's just burying Peyton for that.
Could be. Anyway, Nikki Cross gets 15 points being on the winning team and 5 points being in the match. Is 20. 20 points to Nikki Cross there. Where is she? Nikki Cross down here. 20. That's going to be 09 to 19. All right. And Becky One Belt gets 24, winning the match. 5 for being in its 25, and 11 moves, including a forearm, a kick, a exploder, a leg drop, an armbar, and that weird slam that she won with, which I'm assuming is a new signature or something, is 36 points to Becky.
The Uranagi?
Is that what it was?
Well, did it look like an Uranagi?
I guess. I don't really remember it that much. It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, because Uranagi is the move that Samoa Joe uses?
Yes, I know that.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
66.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it could be. So 66 and 6.
Because, everyone's using that move now for some reason.
Yep. All right. 372.
Rock bottom's better.
I think it's because Michael Cole likes screaming, "You're a Nagi!"
No, I think it's more because Vince likes hearing Michael Cole scream Uranagi.
That too. Anyway. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, following that, We cut back to the Usos barbecue. Tamina showed up and hugged the Usos and Naomi, a little family reunion. The Revival then showed up to talk to the Usos, and Naomi said that she invited them and told the Usos to calm the hell down, saying that she wants all four of these guys to quash their beef right here, right now, and said a block party is a good place to do it. And so these four men reluctantly shook hands. So promo to the Usos, Tamina, Naomi, and the Revival. No, wait. Naomi. No, wait. Wait, no, yeah. That's right. Hang on. Because I didn't. And. Right, the Revival. Okay. Ah. Dash Wilder. And Scott Dawson. Okay. Next, we go to the ring for the next match. Cesaro versus the one and only Ricochet for like the third week in a row, or what at this point I think was the second week in a row. They've been having a lot of matches. It's been very 50-50 booking.
Let me guess. Ricochet gets buried?
No, Ricochet wins. Like I said, 50-50 booking. They're going back and forth.
Oh.
So Ricochet hit a move off the ropes into a Hurricanrana, kicked Cesaro out of the ring, and then hit a big twisting dive over the top. Went to a break, came back. Ricochet went for a sunset flip. Cesaro powered him into the air and threw him across the ring. Then drove his knee into Ricochet's back to wear him down. Ricochet with a back elbow and a super kick. Then a running shoulder tackle and a springboard clothesline. Standing shooting star. Ricochet with a slow climb to the top ropes as Cesaro hit him with an uppercut with a European flavor. Then another one. Ricochet fought out of a superplex attempt with two kicks, went up top, went for the 630, but Cesaro moved, so Ricochet landed on his feet. Cesaro hit another uppercut. Ricochet went into the turnbuckle. Cesaro got a 2. Then went for a neutralizer, so Ricochet climbed up and hit a sunset flip powerbomb for a 2. Then followed up with a handstand, went onto Cesaro's shoulders, turned it into a Hurricanrana, into a pin for the victory. So there you go. So let's see what we got here. We got Cesaro, who gets 5 points being in the match and 9 moves, including an evasion of a sunset flip, 2 uppercuts, an evasion of the 630, and another uppercut. It's 14 points to Cesaro.
All right.
3 and 4 is 157. And then the one and only Ricochet.
One and only.
One and only. He's going to get himself, let's see. He is going to get himself, let's see, 20 points for winning the match, 5 for being in it.
Okay.
It's 25 and 11 moves, including a Hurricanrana, a super kick, a springboard clothesline, a shooting star, 3 for evading a superplex, a 6th, he did the 6 already, so evading a superplex, and 3 for evading a neutralizer, plus a Hurricanrana into the pinfall win. And a sunset flip powerbomb.
Nice.
So that's a grand total of 37 points to Ricochet.
Ooh, one of a kind.
He's not RVD.
He may as well be.
And 9 is 256. No, he may as well not. Ricochet is not a fucking weed head.
I was going to say he's RVD minus the drugs.
Yeah. Moving on. So after that, the announcers informed us that next week Rey Mysterio will give up the U.S. title due to his separated shoulder.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. We'll deal with that next week's scoring. Samoa
Let me
Joe
guess. They're going to give it back to Joe, aren't they?
I don't know, but Joe walked over to the announce table in ring gear, said that he heard Ray's going to do the right thing next week by relinquishing the title, and he says he'll be waiting to take back what has always been rightfully his.
He's going to make the case that his shoulder was up and he never lost the title as a bid to just have it handed back to him, isn't he?
Pretty much.
And he's not wrong.
He's not. So that's a promo to Joe.
Joe.
Pretty much. Go Joes. Anyway. Commercial break. We go back to the Usos block party. Outside where the Usos and the Revival were playing a game of cornhole. Everybody was really overexcited, apparently.
Fair.
I'm not even going to give points for that. Moving on. The Miz did a pre-tape promo saying that he's a champion outside the ring since he found out he and Maurice are having another daughter, but he wants to be a champion in the ring. Braun Strowman did a promo where he trash-talked his opponents and did his usual really loud yelling. Corbin and Lashley, you're going to get these hands. Now it's for the Miz. Congratulations on the reveal of your baby girl. But basically said he's still going to win the match.
Mm-hmm.
So Braun came out first, then Miz, then Corbin, and then Lashley. Lashley did a pre-match promo where he was showing a lot of confidence about this match. Commercial break before the match started. And so we went to the match, which this is a fatal four-way elimination match.
Mm-hmm.
With the winner going on to face Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at the Super Showdown.
Hey, question.
Answer.
If I go to the main roster table and I edit names, that'll also edit it on the team tables, yeah?
Yes, it will.
Cool.
Why is there a name that needs editing?
Well, I was considering adding the champions in there so we can keep track of who's what champion, since there's so many titles now.
That's true. You could do that. But in the meantime, we're going to do this match.
That is fair.
So, Strowman and Lashley threw Corbin and Miz out of the ring, which led to the two big men having a showdown. Corbin then got back in, which led to Corbin and Lashley forming an alliance to throw Strowman into a ring post. Miz then worked over Corbin and Lashley with his with the world famous it kicks to the chest. Corbin then hit a belly-to-back suplex on Miz, got a 2 off it. Lashley hit Miz with a neck breaker, also got a 2. Lashley got out of the ring and drove Strowman into the barricade a couple times. While Miz then came out, battled Lashley on the top rope, while Corbin sent Strowman into the barricade. Corbin and Lashley went for a double-team superplex on Miz, but Strowman got back in and they did the Tower of Doom spot in the corner. Strowman followed up with a running dropkick on Lashley and Corbin, then a punch to the chest of Corbin, and then his running shoulder blocks out on the floor, but Lashley stopped him with a shoulder tackle of his own. Oh. Miz got whipped into the barricade by the heels. They then gave Braun a double suplex on the ramp, leading to a break. Corbin was working over Miz and Lashley when we got back. Miz and Lashley was focused on Strowman on the floor. Miz sent Corbin over the top. Lashley hit a delayed vertical on Miz for the 2 count. Miz came back with punches and some more it kicks and running knees to Lashley's chest. Then his big quarter clothesline. Corbin got in, avoided a Miz attack, and then hit a deep 6 for a 2. Strowman got back in with some running splashes on Lashley and Corbin. 3 guys ended up on the floor, so Strowman slammed Miz onto the apron. Then hit 2 shoulder tackles on the heels. two shoulder tackles on Corbin. Lashley avoided one with a jump to the apron and then a clothesline off the apron on a Strowman, which is kind of cool. Lashley charged at Strowman, who moved and sent Lashley into the crowd. Strowman and Lashley then brawled their way through the crowd and out of the match. While that was happening, Miz got a roll-up for a 2 in the ring on Corbin, then hit running double knees on Corbin, but Corbin no-sold it and then hit the end of days on Miz when he came running for another one and got a pinfall.
Fair.
So therefore, there's no actual elimination points except to Corbin for winning the match because the other two guys eliminated themselves by leaving.
Okay, then.
So, yeah, there was absolutely 0 point this being an elimination match.
So the other two got minus points for eliminating themselves, then.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oops.
So, question, did the 24/7 title change hands at all during Raw here?
No.
Okay.
It didn't change hands this entire week. It didn't change hands until the golf course stick over the weekend.
All right, adding that to our truth then.
Yeah. You might as well add it there anyway because he's the current champion now.
Fair.
So let's go through this. Braun Strowman gets 5 points for being in the match, 3 for it being a specialty match. He has 8 for that, plus 5 moves, which include the Tower of Doom spot, which he does do that a lot. The running drop kick, 2 running shoulder tackles, and that big slam, which would put Strowman at 13. What is our minus for eliminating yourself?
I don't have the points up at the moment.
Well, neither do I.
I can get it up. Hang on a second. And that should be all the champs. Okay. So.
Never mind. I got it right here.
Fair.
Score. Wait, do I not have it here? What the hell? Oh, I'm in the wrong. This is the wrong account. I don't have it over here. I would need to go over here to do this. Docs. Where the fuck is the scoring document? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong freaking program. No wonder.
I forgot to. Oopsies.
Whoopsie daisies.
And Daniel Bryan needs a tag team partner. Here we go. SDL tag. There we go.
To scoring criteria. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Oh, I didn't put the Raw tag champs in there. Hang on a second. I'm an idiot.
We know.
Edgeheads are still the tag champs, yeah?
Far as I know. To win, where the fuck?
Problems?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the hell we have the thing for eliminating yourself.
I'll scroll all the way over to the right to specialty.
Ah, thank you.
I have all the specialty stuff separate.
So it's a -2 for self-elimination. Okay. So therefore, let me go over here and bring this one. So therefore, Braun Strowman is a 13 -2. Braun Strowman gets 11 points for this match.
Fair. Wow. How the hell are you in the lead and you have the least amount of champs? What the fuck?
Kofi.
Fuck you.
I don't need many champs. I just need one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got that. So let me go back over. So next up, Bobby Lashley gets the 8 for being in the match, and he gets 4 moves, including a shoulder tackle, the suplex, the vertigo suplex, and a clothesline. which will put Bobby Lashley at 12 points, -2 for eliminating himself, is 10 points to Bobby Lashley. $131. Next, we're going to do...
How the fuck does Risa have 4 champions and she's in last place?
Because of the champions that don't do anything.
Well, one's injured, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's giving it up this week, unfortunately.
Yep. Anyway, we have Miz.
Miz.
Got 10 points being in the match at 6 moves, including kicks, more kicks, a running knee, the corner clothesline, and 2 more running double knees. Is 14 points to Miz.
All right. Yeah. And you can see all the changes I've made as you're scrolling through that.
Yep, that's cool. Yeah. Which would be, let's see, 14 would be 160. Cool. I like it. All right.
Miz.
Yep. All right. And then your winner, Baron Corbin.
Woohoo!
Going to get 20 points for winning this match, 10 for winning a specialty match is 30. The base 8 is 38. And 4 moves, including a belly-to-back suplex, another suplex, a deep 6, and an end of days, is 42 points to Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Corbin sucks.
Baron Corbin.
Corbin sucks. Anyway, so what did I say, 42?
40, I thought you said 46.
No, 42.
Sure about that?
Yes, 20 and 10 and 8 is 38, and 4 is 42.
Okay.
So he gets 42, which is going to be 6 and 2 is 278 he'll be at. Okay. So following that, we go back to the block party.
Not after the block party?
After a commercial break. No, this is the Usos block party. And the Usos and the Revival started fighting each other. R-Truth then comes through with guys chasing him. He gets rolled up twice, but manages to kick out both times and gets away.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
No points because continuing shit.
Yep, and I don't remember who the hell rolled him up, but I don't care.
Now, did the Usos and the Revival, were they physically fighting each other?
Oh, yeah, it says the Usos and the Revival battled each other.
So should those 4 not get 4 points for assault then?
Yes, they should, and they will. That's going to be
pointless feud.
Pretty much.
Vince has lost it.
It's such good shit.
Dude, you know it's bad when Triple H is pissed at him and Randy Orton wants to quit.
Mm-hmm.
And Undertaker is now pissed at him and is being blamed for a crime he did not commit.
Yeah. Accurate. Did you listen to the Ambrose interview on Jericho's podcast, by the way?
No, I just saw the clips from that other podcast.
Oh, I will tell you, that's another thing I will tell you about when we were done, is I will tell you, because I did listen to the entirety of that Jericho podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you about that.
Fair.
Anyway. So, now it's time for the Firefly Funhouse. We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that will never, never end. So anyway, Bray Wyatt was in the Funhouse.
Bray should show up.
Yeah. And he said that people say and do horrible things. Sometimes I find it hard to find my confidence. I find it hard to be brave, but when I put a mask in front of my face, I can be anything I want to be. Abby says that he's a sicko, and Bray says that he's not a sicko. And Abby said, "Are you a doctor now?" So Bray then popped up dressed like a doctor and called Abby a bully. And Abby wondered why Bray won't let her rest, saying that she doesn't want to stay in this limbo anymore. Confirming that Sister Abigail's spirit has been stuck in limbo because Bray insists on using her for her power.
So they're evolving the character to Bray is now the one in control.
Pretty much.
Oh, joy. Now I've got your power.
Something like that. Anyway,
The fighting psycho, Bray
Yep.
Wyatt.
yeah. So Wyatt then heard the word limbo, and so some kids showed up with a limbo bar, and so he did his upside down crab walk under the limbo bar while saying that I'll always be here to light the way. All you have to do is let me in. Bye, kids.
I have to admit that's a fucking brilliant catchphrase.
Yeah.
I love that catchphrase.
Yeah.
I might have to steal that for my character.
Anyway, promo to Bray. By the way, here's a fun fact I don't know if you realized. So when Bray does those segments, and he's got like Abby, and he's got Mercy the Buzzard, or the the Rabbit, and all the other characters that he does that are on the show, Bray is actually voicing all those characters.
I figured as much.
Yeah. Anyway, promo to Bray. Moving on.
Especially the one from this last week, because the one from this last week is literally him. So
right. Husk is hog.
Yes. It's literally him.
Yep. Anyway, we go to a commercial break, and we come back to I don't know what the fuck this was supposed to be.
So WWE programming.
I don't know if this is going to be a recurring segment. This is a segment that we're calling The Electric Chair with Corey Graves.
Oh, yeah, this. What the fuck was this?
I don't know, but apparently it involves Corey Graves conducting interviews while the person sits in an electric chair in the ring. The electric chair is on a swivel so it can be spun to face any side of the ring, and basically some other random WWE attendant who has no name takes questions from the audience, and then the person in the chair answers them. And Corey Graves just kind of stands there and tries to keep things moving along.
So is this a new take on Corey Graves' finishing move?
I don't know.
You do know the name of his finishing move.
Nope, I've never paid attention to NXT when he was wrestling, so no.
It's the Future Shock DDT.
Oh, okay.
Hence, electric chair. Future Shock.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Was that somebody else?
Answer my questions, or you will feel the future shock.
Was it? Didn't he steal that from somebody else? Wasn't that like Drew's move or Spanky's or somebody's?
Drew's was it was basically the same move, but it was called something else.
Oh, okay.
That was his move when he was the chosen one.
Right. It was one of the old guys with long hair that came back. Anyway.
Yeah, it was Drew's, who then Dean Ambrose stole it when he changed his dirty deeds.
Fair enough. Anyway, they went to some fans in the audience, and basically the fans asked questions, and Sami Zayn insulted them. That was the extent of the segment. The first fan asked when Sami Zayn's retirement date is, and Sami Zayn replied with a quip implying that his parents were probably related.
Shit, no, I'm wrong. Damn it.
You are wrong, sir.
I am wrong. You keep going.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
You're wrong. Don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because the Future Shock was in fact Drew's finishing move.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Anyway.
Keep going.
So then Kayla Braxton was in the audience taking the questions. So it was not a nameless person, it was Kayla Braxton. Anyway, Kayla Braxton then had a young girl who was holding a replica Raw Women's title. And she asked Sami Zayn if he missed the ginger snaps. You remember the ginger snaps?
No.
That was his team with Becky Lynch in a mixed match challenge.
Ah.
And Sami Zayn asked if she was asking about Becky Lynch, and the girl's like, well, duh. And then held up her replica Raw Women's title. And then Zayn wondered if she was asking about Becky or really Seth Rollins, who was dating. He had this really lame-ass fucking comeback.
Something about Seth Rollins.
Zayn. Anyway, then the next guy asked Sami Zayn what it feels like to get beat up by Braun Strowman. And Sami Zayn said that he would like to go down there and punch that guy in the face, but he's not going to do that because A, he would get sued, and B, he knows that he knows as a Canadian seeing it from the outside that if he were to do that, this poor American probably doesn't have health care to get taken care of. Another fan then asked a question asking Sami why he wasn't the Universal Champion yet. And Sami Zayn then countered back to saying, I could be Universal Champion anytime I want to be the Universal Champion. I just choose not to be right now. But then he's like, really? These are the questions you guys are going to ask me? You could have asked me about anything. You could have asked me about my love life. You could have asked me if I was a good kisser. And yes, for the record, I am a very tender lover. And this is the part where people were wondering whether this was scripted or not. There was a very large debate about this. Because Sami Zayn then followed up, you guys could have asked me about AEW.
Supposedly Vince was pissed at him for doing that.
Here's the problem. Between Meltzer and Alvarez, there was a big debate because half the sources were saying that it wasn't scripted and half the sources were saying that it was. So nobody seemed to really know. There was speculation that maybe it was, but only a few specific people knew. So the rest were going on what they thought they knew. But then others like, no, Vince was legitimately pissed off. So nobody really knows. There was a mild AEW chant. So that's a promo to Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins then came out to the ring, and we had ourselves a main event match between Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn, which is not for the title.
You mean Seth Rollins versus someone who didn't stand a chance?
Yeah, pretty much. So they had the match. Rollins opened it up being really aggressive. Lesnar and Heyman were shown watching from the locker room. Sami bailed out to the floor. Rollins hit him with a forearm. The referee made Rollins back off of Zayn for a minute, and Zayn came back with a clothesline. Then worked over Rollins with some kicks to the face, then whipped him into the ropes, and then hit a clothesline. Rollins came back with a knee to the back, and Sami went flying out of the ring. So Rollins went after him, but Zayn threw Seth Rollins into the ring post. After a break, Zayn hit a suplex. They exchanged some holds. Zayn ran the ropes. Rollins hit a super kick, then a sling blade. The announcers talked up that Lesnar could come out and cash in Money in the Bank right now if he wanted to. Rollins then hit a blockbuster up the middle rope. Zayn bailed out to the floor. Rollins with a suicide dive. Rollins got back in the ring, hit another suicide dive. Back in the ring, he went for a powerbomb, but collapsed due to kind of landing on his knee a little bit when he went out the second suicide dive. They mentioned that. And Sami Zayn hit a DDT, got a 2 off of that. Rollins sent Sami face first in the turnbuckle. Then hit a standing side kick. Zayn avoided the stomp attempt and then applied the figure 4 leg lock. After about a minute, Rollins countered the pressure, forcing Sami to grab the bottom rope to break the hold. Rollins then favored his knee again, but managed to hit a step-up enziguri. Zayn avoided a knee attack, the ripcord knee, and managed to hit the blue thunder bomb. He then set up Rollins on the top rope, but Rollins kicked him down and went for a frog splash, but Zayn blocked it with knees. Rollins then sold the left knee some more, kicked Zayn out of the ring. But when Zayn got back in the ring, Rollins hit him with a curb stomp, but was too hurt to go for the cover. He yelled, "This is my life" at Sami Zayn, hit him with a stomp again, and then covered him for the pinfall.
Okay, then.
So there you go. So we'll start off with Sami Zayn, who gets, let's see, 5 points for being in the match and 4 for being in the main event is 9. And 14 moves, including a suplex, a super kick, a DDT, 3 for evading a curb stomp, 1 for a figure 4 leg lock, 3 for evading the ripcord knee, 1 for the blue thunder bomb, and 3 for evading a frog splash, or countering a frog splash, as it were. It's 14 points, plus the 9 is 23 points to Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Becomes 88, 98, and 3 is 201. And your winner, Seth freaking Rollins, gets 20 points for winning the match and 5 for winning the main event, plus 9 for being in a match and in the main event, plus 12 moves, including a forearm, a knee, a sling blade, a blockbuster, 2 suicide dives, 3 for countering the figure 4 by turning around the pressure, and Enziguri 2 stomps for a grand total of 46 points to Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
46 is 56, and 7 is 363.
Ooh.
All right. So let's see where we're at here.
Happy totals.
Indeed. All right. So you have taken the lead at 32.66.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in second at 31.35. Tiff's at 24.91 and Risa at 22.99.
Ooh. If you go over to weekly scores, I can read the scores to you because I'm
Thank
looking
you.
at them.
32.66.
Yeah, you are at 31.35.
31.35.
Tiff is at 24.91.
24.91.
And 22.99 for Risa Son Risa.
All right. Right, let me.
You gotta center that shit.
Yeah, that's my next. I'll center everything in the box. Sorry about that.
You fail.
There we go. Okay. Cool. Smack us down.
Yeah. So before we do that, two things. One, my confusion with Corey Graves is that his short-run WWE Network show was, I believe, Culture Shock.
Ah.
So that's where I got confused with that. The second, Mr. Lance Onawai, if Wikipedia is to be believed, his match against the boss's son was his WWE tryout.
Ah, nice.
So yeah, with all his big names abandoning ship, if that's true, expect Lance to show up sooner rather than later on the actual roster.
Yeah.
You may continue.
Fair enough.
And I'll bring up the scores.
So anyway, Super Showdown got plugged, and that was the end of Raw. So let us move over to SmackDown. Let me go over here. SmackDown. Yeah, we want SmackDown for May 28th. Whoa. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Excuse me. So, Raw's live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. SmackDown is live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We opened it up with a video of Dolph Ziggler's attack on Kofi for Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens had made his entrance. They showed a video package with Owens joining the New Day and then turning on them. Owens said that he was going to kick off the show with the Kevin Owens show, but he didn't want to do his show in Oklahoma for people that aren't worthy of it. And said that in a few minutes he gets to beat the hell out of Kofi Kingston, and talked about how he got a taste of what it was like attacking members of the New Day. He said that he had nothing to do with Biggie getting attacked last week, though, and claimed that he was a good person and would never do something like that. And fans chanted, "You suck," at him. Owens said they could blame him for Woods being in pain for several weeks, and they could blame him for Kingston losing the WWE title at Super Showdown because of what Owens does to Kingston tonight, and made clear that he wants that title. Kofi Kingston then came out, title on his way. She was limping a bit to sell a leg injury from the Raw assault, and said that Owens was lying and that KO did attack Big E, and that he's not a good person, and again is a liar. I said that Owens will not soften him up for Dolph Ziggler, and told him tonight is the night that he pays for attacking Big E and Xavier Woods, and told Owens that he'll have a very clear understanding of why Kofi is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. We then open up SmackDown with a non-title match between Kofi Kingston and Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
So promos to Kofi and...
she's got the promos in with the totals.
Fair enough, moving on. Kofi connected with a drop kick to start off. Owens came back with a kick of his own, a rake of the eyes against the top rope, then whipped Kofi's head back into the mat, went to a commercial break. We came back to Owens with a senton splash outside the ring. Back in the ring, Owens applies a chin lock. Kofi breaks free, but Owens stopped him with a clothesline and then another chin lock. Stopped into the mat again. Kingston came back with a kick to the gut. Owens charged. Kingston sent him flying out to the floor. Hit a kick out to the floor, and then a running attack where he landed back first on Owens. And Kingston actually landed on his tailbone just over Owens.
Ooh.
It didn't quite look good. Back in the ring, Kofi avoided a super kick, hit an SOS, got a 2, went up top for an attack, but Owens shoved him off and he went crashing to the floor. Went to another break, came back. Kevin Owens was still in control with a chin lock, then threw Kofi over the top to the apron, kicked him in the head, knocked him out of the ring, hit a frog splash off the apron onto the floor. The ref started counting Kofi out, but Kofi got back in the ring just in the nick of time. Owens then hit another frog splash in the ring from the top turnbuckle, which got a 2 count. Owens went back up top, but Kofi stopped him, punched him in the back repeatedly, went up top for a superplex, but Owens connected with 2 headbutts, then hit a swanton bomb. He then went for a pop-up powerbomb, which Kofi avoided and turned into a Trouble in Paradise to get the win.
Fair.
Points.
So, 5 for a promo. Oh, Kevin Owens. 5 for a promo, 5 for a match. She's got 5 moves. And does a counter of the superplex count? I don't know if Kofi has a superplex.
I don't know.
What do you think? Should we count it?
It's already on there. Just count it.
Okay. 18 points to Kevin Owens.
Okay. So that becomes 73 and 181. Okay.
Right, and you're WWE champion.
Yes.
5 for a promo, 5 for a match, 3 for evading a super kick, 3 for evading a pop-up power bomb, and 3 moves total of and 20 for win. Why should you put that at the end? Total of 39 points for Kofi.
It's a bit 641.
All right.
So we see Shane in the back with Elias and Corbin, and we're informed that there will be a Shane McMahon appreciation night tonight.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Truth was in the back with Carmella talking about how hard it was being the champion. Truth and Carmella walked into a laundry room, but they saw Drake Maverick facing the other way, putting "Wanted Our Truth" signs on the walls, so they turned around and ran the other way.
Okay, then.
So, promo to Truth and Carmella, I guess.
She's got promo to Truth Mini to Carmella's, and she didn't say anything.
Fair enough.
And she didn't know how to score DM the GM. I guess 3 for him since he was doing a bit.
Yeah, 3 for being there. Carmella, 3 for Maverick. And then 5 for Truth. All right, we see Brian and Rowan entering the arena, and then we go to a commercial. We go back for the commercial, and the Planet's Tag Team Champions have made their way to the ring, where they are interviewed by Kayla Braxton. And she asked them what they wanted to say, and Brian said that the tag team division is a joke.
He's not wrong.
Eric Rowan then did this. Help me out, Jeff. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The SmackDown Tag Team Division.
SmackDown Tag Team Division who?
Exactly. Rowan did that with Kayla Braxton. Brian said that not only will they be the greatest tag team of all time, but they dedicate their lives to saving this planet, unlike all of these people that were eating the beautiful creatures of this planet. And said that while these fat, ignorant humans were stuffing their faces with hot dogs, it was a pig named Wiggles. Brian said that while they ate hamburgers, that was a nurturing cow named Wilbur.
Yeah, Daniel, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not, but if you're listening to this, I'll correct you. Hot dogs are beef. They're not pork, dude.
Depends on the hot dogs.
Most hot dogs these days are all beef.
A lot of them are combo meat, but they're most well known for being pork.
Really? Because I see all over the place is 100% all beef hot dogs.
Yeah, they got a lot of that, but that's more recently, yes, but hot dogs are famous for being made of pork, because that's what they were made of for years and years.
Fair.
And some of them are still a combination of meat.
Yeah, I also point to you, he's from here, and up here, most of the hot dogs are beef.
No. Anyway, Brian claimed the people of Oklahoma are worse than anybody, while letting us know that they are leading in manufacturing and oil drilling, while telling them that it gives them earthquakes. Brian said their mission statement is to save the tag team division and to save the planet, while adding that they are the planet's tag team champions. And Kayla told them that there are teams that want to challenge them, which led to Heavy Machinery coming out.
Okay.
They were in ring gear, just like Brian and Rowan. Tucker said that Brian and Rowan are a great tag team, and that while they love to have fun, it's time for Heavy Machinery to get down to business. And Otis said that business involves getting those SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Brian said that a referee ran down to the ring, but Brian informed them that while they accepted the challenge, they will not have the match in this fracking state of Oklahoma. Get it? Fracking. It's an oil joke.
Okay, then.
Anyway, Brian and Rowan then left.
The 5 points all around.
Yep. Brian. And Otis. And Rowan. And Tucker. Yeah. All right. Next, Bayley was shown backstage warming up for her match. We then cut over to Fire and Desire, who were in the back with a stack of Muscle and Fitness Hers magazines with Mandy Rose on the cover, which she was. They were passing out magazines to the Iconics while they were walking down a hallway with some random guys, and then went up to Ember Moon, who was reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So Sonya told her that everybody dies. They gave Ember a copy of the magazine and then left, which led to Ember Moon throwing the magazines down. So that happened.
Okay, then.
What do we got for points here?
You mean aside from the fact that Tiff completely ignored Bayley and Fire and Desire?
Okay.
Yeah, all we have is Ember Moon and the tag champs, all with 3 for a mini because they didn't say anything.
Okay, then well, Bayley was just warming up. That doesn't really count for anything, so we don't normally score that. So that's fine.
I'm assuming Fire and Desire, since they actually spoke, should probably get 5 apiece.
I would tend to agree with that. So Sonya Deville gets 5. And Mandy Rose gets 5.
Yeah, so either Tiff ignored them or the results that she was reading ignored them.
Yep.
Which is kind of hard considering they were the bid.
Yep, and then 3, 4, let's see what, Ember Moon.
And the tag champs.
Right. And where the hell is Peyton Royce? I went too far. Okay. After that, there was a commercial break. Then we came back to Carmella already in the ring. We see the end of Mandy Rose's entrance. And Mandy Rose, with Sonya in her corner, has a one-on-one match against Carmella.
Fair.
They locked up. Corey Graves talked up Mandy Rose, even though, hilariously, he's purportedly dating Carmella.
Ha!
Mandy Rose grabbed the magazine to taunt Carmella, and Carmella kicked it out of her hand. Took Mandy down with a Thez press tackle. Mandy came back, grabbing Carmella and sending her face first into the middle turnbuckle. She applied a chin lock while Sonya held up the magazine. Carmella then countered with a jawbreaker on Rose. Rose came back with a running knee, which is called Kiss from a Rose, by the way. For a 2 count. Carmella then came back with a head scissors, a Bronco Buster against the turnbuckle. Sonya applied a distraction. Rose evaded a kick attempt and then pinned Carmella with a roll-up that apparently wasn't the roll-up of death, but was very similar to that.
Fair. Also, Mandy Rose, no offense, you don't deserve that name.
Fair enough.
Somewhere Seal is crying.
Baby, oh baby, oh baby.
You know where Kiss from a Rose comes from, right?
Nope.
Comes from Seal's song.
Okay. I don't know any of Seal's song. I know that the one I just sort of kind of mimicked sounds something like that. But that's the only one I know.
Hit by a kiss from a rose.
Okay then.
It's his most famous song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Seal except that he has that one song that seems to get played in a lot of shit when he's referenced. And
That's the one.
yeah, okay.
And he's married to Heidi Klum.
He's married to Heidi Klum, and he has shit on his face.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that was like a birthmark or something.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe the name of the song is called Kiss from a Rose or something like that.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Yeah.
points for the match, please.
Sonya, 11 points for flaunting a mag.
Okay then.
Well, that's basically what she did for distraction.
Fair enough. Where the hell is she? There we go. Here he comes. 96. Continue.
Mella, who is not money.
Okay.
5 for wrestling a match. 4 moves. 9 points to Mella.
Oh, 72. Okay.
Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose. 5 for a match. 20 for a winning. 1 for a move she doesn't deserve. 3 for evading a kick. 29 points to Mandy Rose.
Okay, that would be 09, 19, and 9 would be 128.
All right.
Following that, R-Truth was in the hallway trying to avoid people. Jinder Mahal tried to attack him, but Truth was ready and threw him into a door. Truth then ran into some kind of photo booth backstage as a bunch of mid-carders and Matt Hardy and 205 Live guys chased after him. Drake Maverick finally ran into Truth, but Truth got away.
Okay, then. So 4 to Mahal and Truth for assault.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then, I don't know, 3 to Matt and DM the GM for being there.
Sure, why not? Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on indeed. After a commercial break, Aleister Black was in a dark room.
As he does.
And he got a promo.
As he
saying
does.
that, he knows that we're looking for him to pick a fight with somebody, anybody, but therein lies the conundrum. He's sitting there waiting patiently for somebody, anybody, to pick a fight with him. Yeah. He basically said, I'm here. Anybody's welcome to come through that door and challenge me, but be warned if you do, be aware of what you're getting yourself into, basically. So, promo to Aleister.
So basically, that's code for, yeah, I'm waiting for Vince McMahon to get off his old wrinkly white ass and actually let me wrestle.
Something like that.
Because he's been wrestling house shows, and that's pissing people off.
Right. Well, we go out to the ring for Shane McMahon Appreciation Night.
Fuck you, Shane.
He was in the ring with Drew and Elias and a red carpet. He had Greg Hamilton do his proper best in the world introduction. And said that he likes his life and he likes sharing it with us. And that he came back to run the family business. And claimed that they have something here to make sure that there will be smiles on your faces. And they showed a video package of Shane highlights over the last 20 years. Shane said that the production team was amazing and thanked Kevin Dunn. The fans then booed and he told them not to boo Kevin Dunn.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Clap, 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 clap.
You're the problem.
Clap, 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 clap. Shane said that video was for Roman Reigns and that he's sick and tired of Roman breaking all the rules, while reminding Roman that the McMahon family was putting food on the table for Roman's family for years. And Shane claimed that not only will he beat Roman Reigns at Super Showdown, he'll beat some respect into him. And Elias said that in honor of Shane, he wrote him a song. And Elias proceeded to sing a song about how Shane is the best in the world, greatest man he ever saw, and that Texas is better than Oklahoma. R-Truth then ran in from the crowd with Drake Maverick hot on his heels. He then paused to kick Drake Maverick and hit a front suplex on him. He then pinned Drake Maverick to retain the 24/7 title, even though he didn't really need to do that.
So does he get retention points?
We don't have retention points for that title, so no.
Fair. So what did he hit him with? A kick and a suplex?
A kick and a front suplex.
Does that constitute an assault?
Yes, it does.
All right. That's all he gets.
That would be an assault to R-Truth.
And I assume Maverick, since Maverick attacked him.
Right.
Yeah, because Tiff's got him with a suplex, but I don't think he has a suplex as a signature move.
Yeah. Anyway, Truth then got attacked by Shane, Drew, and Elias. Okay. Shane kicked R-Truth in the gut. Drew hit some punches, and Elias hit him with a drift away. They then picked him up, and McIntyre hit him with a Claymore kick. Elias then pinned him and became the new 24/7 champion.
Oh.
So I guess it did change on this show. My bad.
I will change that. So.
Don't bother.
Okay.
But anyway, that would be an assault to those three men.
Well, she's got a lot of points here. So, let's go with Shane O'Mac.
Okay.
5 for the promo, 4 for the assault, 9 points to Shane O'Mac.
All right, where is he? Shane. He says Shane. That's 277. Okay.
The Scottish Psychopath.
Drew McIntyre. Yep.
3 for a mini because he didn't say shit. 4 for the assault, 1 for the Claymore kick, 8 points to Drew McIntyre.
Which is 196. Okay.
And your new 24/7 champion.
Yes.
Elias. 5 for a promo because he did say shit. 4 for an assault, 1 for the drift away, and how much is it for the title?
20.
And 20 points. So that's 30 points to Elias.
Cool. What's about 182?
Moving on.
Moving along. So, Shane told R-Truth that since he wanted to interject himself into this celebration, which is obviously a no-no, it gave him an idea. And he said that Elias and Drew will team up to take on R-Truth and Roman Reigns later on tonight, and noted that he is suspending the 24/7 rules until the conclusion of that match.
Oh.
So the heels then left.
Let me guess. Reigns spears him and Truth pins him to win the title back.
Wait for it. Lacey Evans was in the locker room drinking some tea with Charlotte Flair. Ooh. Damn. That was Charlotte's thing with Becky, was the teacup taunt.
Oh, that's true. Wow.
Anyway, they complained about Becky and Bayley, and Lacey Evans says that they'll send Bayley back to the kiddie pool where she belongs. So, promo to Charlotte and Lacey, a.k.a. Charlotte and Charlotte 2.0.
Charlotte and Mini Charlotte?
Something like that.
So, she's got that worked into the match points, so.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll undo that then.
Since the match is, like, next.
Right. There we go.
No, she does not have the post-match stuff into the match points. So I'll give you the match totals, and then we'll do post-match.
Sounds good. Anyway, we went to a commercial break. We came back from the commercial break. Super Showdown got hyped. It was announced that Lars Sullivan will take on the Lucha House Party at the pay-per-view. And now we then go to the ring where Charlotte was on commentary for this match and bragged about being a 9-time champion. And then Bayley took on Lacey Evans in a non-title match.
Yeah.
Bayley got a 2 count early on, and Charlotte complained about how she wasn't even on her feet when Bayley pinned her to cash in the Money in the Bank title. Lacey worked Bayley against the ropes. Evans tried to roll her, but Bayley came back with a knee to the face. Evans managed to trip Bayley up following an elbow drop to the gut. Bayley was on the floor near where Charlotte was on commentary, so Charlotte stood up and stared down at her. Went to a commercial. Came back to Lacey in control with a chin lock. Until Bayley came back with a cross body block. Lacey then grabbed Bayley by the hair, slammed her down. Charlotte suggested she become a tag team with Evans. Lacey then wiped sweat off and tossed the tissue onto Bayley, followed by a jumping kick to the corner. When Lacey tried an attack off the apron, Bayley punched her, hit a neck breaker using the ropes for an assist, then hit a running drop kick on the apron, followed by a clothesline. Charlotte got in Bayley's face at ringside, so Bayley knocked Flair down with a forearm to the face. Back in the ring, Lacey got a roll-up on Bayley. Bayley kicked out and countered into her own roll-up of death to give her the win.
Okay, then. So Charlotte.
Yes.
She's got Charlotte with 3 for a mini. Does Charlotte actually say anything during that promo?
What promo?
The teacup thing.
It says they complained about Becky Lynch and Bayley, so it sounds like it, yeah.
Okay, so upgrade that to a 5. 5 for commentary, 6 for interference is 16 points to Charlotte.
Okay, and 8 is 224.
All right. Lacey Evans, the Southern Belle. 5
Charlotte
for a promo.
2.0.
Yep, mini Charlotte. 5 for a promo, 5 for a match, 2 moves, 12 points to Lacey Evans.
Becomes 71, 173. Okay.
And then the huggable one. 5 for a match, 20 for a win, 3 moves, 28 points to Bayley.
All right, that's going to be 50, 60, 370 even.
Post-match.
Cool. Post-match. Post-match, Lacey Evans hit Charlotte Flair with a forearm to the back. Charlotte then fought her off and gave her a boot to the face. The referees then came out to break it up, and Bayley was smiling about it.
So Lacey and Charlotte attacked each other?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Does that constitute assault?
Yeah.
All right. Lacey with 4 for an assault, 1 for the forearm, 5 moves to Lacey.
Lacey has a forearm?
I don't know.
Okay.
She has the women's right.
Fair enough.
Which is a punch, but still.
And so that becomes 178, and then Charlotte.
Same 5 points, 4 for an assault, 1 for the big boot.
All right. Charlotte gets 5, puts her at 229. Okay. So after all of that, R-Truth is back with Carmella, who told him that he'll be okay for his match. I'm not scoring for that.
Okay.
Hyping up of matches for the Super Showdown. There was a video package to promote the Triple H Randy Orton match.
Okay.
Then Andrade and Zelina got interviewed in the back by Sarah Schreiber. They showed Finn Balor making some comments to WWE.com last week, featuring highlights of Balor taking some crazy bumps on ladders during the Money in the Bank match. He was not cleared to wrestle last week, and Andrade said that Balor didn't just get powerbombed on a ladder, Andrade did it. And said that if Balor wants to fight him at Super Showdown, he better find his inner demon when he steps up to Andrade.
We'll get into the irony of that later.
Promo to Andrade and Zelina.
And the hypocrisy of that. Anyway, Zelina didn't say shit, so 3 points to Zelina.
Okay.
According to Tiff, unless she's incorrect.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, we'll give her 3 then. Then 5 for Andrade for actually conducting the interview.
5 for what? What?
Andrade was the one being interviewed.
Yeah.
So 5 points.
5 points for what?
For talking.
Oh, I already gave him that. You're throwing me off.
Yeah, and 3 for Zelina.
Right, which is what I'm doing next. You're throwing me all the hell off. Don't do that.
Well, I did Zelina first, so I didn't know you gave Andrade points already.
You didn't do Zelina first, but okay.
I never said Andrade, so yeah.
Well, whatever. Anyway. So commercial break. We see the Firefly Funhouse from Raw again. Roman came out before the break. After the break, R-Truth came out and was limping without Carmella at his side. Elias and Drew then attacked R-Truth in the aisle. Reigns got out of the ring to save him and whipped Drew into the ring post, and then Elias into the barricade. They then got in the ring and started the match. So if she doesn't have it, add assault points to everybody.
To all 4 men?
Yes.
Fair.
Well, so let me amend myself. Not R-Truth.
Okay.
Because he just got attacked.
Okay.
That was pre-match. And the match started. Reigns opened up aggressively, but the heels took control against Reigns for a few minutes. Reigns hit a Samoa drop on Elias. Truth got a tag and then ate a Glasgow Kiss headbutt. They got out of the ring, and McIntyre slammed Truth against the edge of the ring apron, which led to a break. Heels were still in control when we got back. Elias knocked down Truth with a clothesline, and McIntyre tagged in with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Got a 2 off it. McIntyre with a vertical suplex and some punches. Elias tagged in so he could get some punches and chops on Truth. McIntyre then went back in with an armbar, leading to more double team work from the heels. Truth managed to throw Elias into the steel ring post. Let's see. Sorry, I lost my spot. So Elias into the steel ring post, sent McIntyre out of the ring. Reigns got the hot tag. Hit with punches on both guys. Clothesline to Elias. Boot to the face to Elias. Superman punch to McIntyre. Elias got out of the ring. Reigns hit him with a drive-by. Shane then put his hands on Reigns, and Reigns grabbed him. McIntyre missed a Claymore kick because Reigns moved. So McIntyre put himself into the announce table accidentally.
Oops.
Back in the ring, Elias attempted something. Reigns avoided it and hit a spear on Elias for the win.
Okay, then. So let's do this first.
Okay.
So Shane gets 11 points for interference?
Technically, yeah.
All right, 11 points to Shane O'Mac.
Even though Roman technically grabbed him, but yeah.
Well, you said Shane put his hands on Roman and then Roman grabbed him back.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah, he did. You're right. Okay. Continue.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
5 for a match, 4 for the main event. Is 9. 4 moves is 13, plus 4 for the pre-match assault is 17 points to the Scottish Psychopath.
Okay, 17 is going to be 206, and 7 is 213.
All right, Elias.
Elias.
5 for the match, 4 for the main event. Does Elias have a clothesline of some sort?
Possibly. I don't know.
Should we give it to him?
Eh.
Is that a yes?
It's already there. Just do it.
All right. So 10 points plus 4 for the pre-match assault is 14 points to Elias.
That becomes 196 for him.
R-Truth did absolutely nothing, so only gets match and win points for 24 points to R-Truth.
94? All right.
He got 24 points for doing literally nothing except getting his ass kicked.
All right, so 24 becomes 123.
Roman Reigns.
Yes.
5 for a match, 4 for the main event, 5 for winning the main event, 20 for winning the whole shebang. 6 moves, 1 evasion, 4 for beating the shit out of Drew and Elias. Total of 47 points to the big dog.
Damn right. So that's 89, 99, 09, 19. How much was it? 40 what?
47.
Okay, so that would be 89, 99, 09, 19, and 7 would be 326. Yes? Am I doing that right?
I don't know.
What did I say? We get 18 and then 7, right? Was 47, right?
Yeah.
So that right became 18. Yeah, 18 and 7. 5 to 325. Okay.
Post-match.
83, 93. Wait, hang on. What the hell was he at before?
83,
89, 99, 09, and 19 plus the 7. No, it is 6. Yeah. Plus the 7 is 326. I had it right. Okay. Anyway, what's that?
Post-match.
Yes. Do you have any points for post-match?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of? What do you got?
I have 1 point to Roman Reigns.
That's it?
Well, she has a retain for R-Truth, but he's not the champ, so I think she got that backwards.
Ah.
So yeah, go through the post-match.
All right. So, after the match, Shane and Drew retreated while Elias was down in the ring. Roman then realized what that meant, so he hit Elias with another spear and then told R-Truth to cover Elias. So Truth covered Elias and won back the 24/7 title.
The 1 point to Roman Reigns, 20 to R-Truth. Also, is this going to spell face turn for Elias?
I don't know.
Because he should totally turn on them now for just ditching him and letting him lose that title.
You would think.
If I was Elias, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. All right, let's check out the scores. All right, I'm back in the lead at 3308.
Okay.
Jeff, you're in second at 3295. Tim is at 2536, and Reese is at 2471. That gap is closing between the ladies.
All right, and once again, I will read it to you
Appreciate
when you're
it.
ready.
I already.
3295.
Okay.
3308.
Okay.
2536.
Okay.
2471. So you did this conversion make this a lot easier for you?
Yes, it did. All right. So,
My turn.
take it away, Sarah.
So, yeah, this 205 Live was interesting. So, we start with a Gentleman Jack Gallagher promo talking about how, you know, he and Carrillo took part in that fatal four-way, fatal five-way, whatever it was last week. And Carrillo kind of walks in and is like, yeah, that was a pretty good match, wasn't it? And Jack goes, yes, but I still have to wonder. If it was just you and me in that ring, who would win? And Carrillo says, well, why don't we find out? It would be a pleasure for me to beat you again. And they just kind of look at each other, and Carrillo leaves. So that is our main event for the night. It's Jack versus Umberto 1-on-1. So it's 5 points apiece to Jack and Umberto for a promo.
Okay. So let's see, Umberto and Jack. Okay.
So we go out to the ring for our first match of the night. Mike Kanellis with Marina versus Brian Kendrick.
Okay.
And for once, Maria does absolutely nothing.
Wow.
She actually sits there and does her job for once.
Okay then.
And Mike Kanellis wins on his own.
Wow.
Against Brian Kendrick.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a pretty good match, but yeah, Mike was like all offense, and Brian, trying to be the wily veteran, got a little too wily for his own good. He locked in 3 captain's hooks, and Mike countered 1 and evaded 2.
Okay.
He tried to hit a sliced bread number 2. Mike evaded that.
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, wait, what? Oh, no. Okay, so Spanky applied 3 captain's hooks, tried to go for 4 because there's actually a break of a captain's hook in here too. So I guess he just outright evaded one of them to the point that Brian didn't even lock it in.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a pretty good back and forth match. Brian being the wily veteran, trying to avoid shit and trying to take his hits. Mike just getting pissed off me like, no, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Mike Kanellis hits the twisting cutter for the 1-2-3.
Okay.
Or they're saying it's a twisting face buster. I think it's a cutter. I don't know.
Well, whatever.
So, Marina Kanellis, 5 points for accompaniment.
Okay.
The Brian Kendrick. 5 for a match. 6 for countering the power of love and a super kick. 5 for 3 captain's hooks, a super kick, and a sliced bread number 2. Total of 16 points to Brian Kendrick.
Okay, that becomes 56, and 6 is 62.
And Mike Kanellis.
Okay.
5 for a match. 20 for winning said match. 3 for breaking the captain's hook. 3 for countering a captain's hook. 9 for evading 2 captain's hooks and a sliced bread number 2. 9 points for moves of 2 big boots, a spine buster, 2 powers of love, 3 super kicks, and the twisting cutter. Total of 49 points to Mike Kanellis.
Damn.
Yeah.
So 92, 02, 12, 22. And then 9 is 131.
All right.
Next.
So then we got back to Tony Nese talking to DM the GM, where he's talking about how he's been sitting here waiting for a new contender, and he knows who he wants the next contender to be. And DM the GM's like, well, now hold on a minute, you're not the one that gets to dictate that kind of stuff. And Tony goes, I don't care. I want Akira Tozawa. He's earned it. And Tozawa walks in, and I can't remember exactly what they say, but basically Tony Nese formally requests Tozawa to be the number 1 contender. And DM the GM's like, well, you make a valid point, but look, Tony, I've got a lot on my plate right now, so I'll take it under consideration. And Tony's like, that's all I ask. And so Tony and Tozawa walk off. And that's when the good people at the commentary desk inform us that the shit that DM the GM has on his plate is he's still trying to get R-Truth in the 24/7 championship.
Huh.
That's the recurring story with DM the GM the whole night, is that he is so preoccupied with the 24/7 championship that he's just not doing his job.
Ah.
Yeah. So, do you remember last week when Ari Daivari busted his ear open?
Yes. Also, was there any promo points for Nese or whoever was in there?
Oh, yeah. 5 points to Nese and Tozawa for promo. Sorry.
I mean, that's Tyler Breeze. That's the wrong person. Nese up here. 293, and then Tozawa. Tozawa. And okay, continue.
So we cut backstage where a random ring doctor is checking Daivari's ear and deems it fine and that it's just a routine injury. And Daivari gets pissed. It's like, routine! I have 5 stitches in my ear. How the fuck is this routine?
Uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of here! And just kicks the doctor out.
Okay, then.
And then basically he cuts a promo on Oni Lorcan saying he's coming for revenge.
Of course.
For the year. So 5 points to Ari Daivari.
By the way, fun note that you brought up during I believe the last time we had a video here regarding Oni Lorcan's promo. The commentators interrupting the middle of Oni Lorcan's promo made Botchamania.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so let me go back out to the ring for Noam Dar versus local talent for Noam Dar changing alignment for no reason. No reason.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So Noam Dar versus someone who doesn't stand a chance.
Okay.
So Noam Dar, 5 for a match, 20 for the win, 2 moves, 5 for the post-match promo, total of 32 points to Noam Dar, and apparently he's a heel again.
42, 52, 53. Okay, then.
Yeah, he just basically mocks his opponent and like the crowd and shit the entire match. Like, man, I preferred him as a face. I thought he was a better face.
I can agree, but hey, maybe since he's not doing anything else on TV now, maybe he can pair it back up with Alicia Fall.
No, they're probably Funny. No, they're probably going to push him for the title. That's probably why they want him to go heel, so they could face Tony Nese.
I can see that. He deserves it. Continue.
So you got the 32 points for Gnome?
I think I got 30 points for Gnome. Did I not? I was paying attention. Did I do it?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Yep.
So we cut backstage. Tony Lorcan, who proceeds to cut a promo apologizing for the stitches in Ari Daivari ear, and then turns around and says, "But you know, Ari Daivari, if it worries you that much, well, I'll come by and I'll even things out by giving you a second set of stitches." So he thinks he's talking Kruger.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Now they match. So yeah, 5 points to Oni Lorcan.
Okay.
And then we go to what was one hell of a main event. Humberto Carrillo versus Jack Gallagher.
Okay.
And at some point in here, I can't remember, but DM the GM was conducting an interview with whoever the backstage interviewer was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it might have been before this match. Or it might have been after, I don't remember. I think it was before. And in the middle of it, R-Truth comes running by. And DM the GM's like, "Excuse me," and runs after him.
Ah.
So yeah. Pushing that. DM the GM can't do his job because all he wants is that title belt.
Okay, then.
So, Humberto Carrillo versus...
Well, now that he's got AOP back in his back, he could probably pretty easily get it and keep it.
Not if they turn on him and take the belt for themselves.
Yeah, but then they'd fight each other over who would be the champion. It wouldn't make any sense. They want tag gold. They don't want that shitty belt.
True. So, Humberto Carrillo versus Jack Gallagher. This was a fucking awesome match. And Humberto Carrillo showing why he is the future of 205 Live. Basically doing all the moves.
Okay.
Well, Jack did quite a few moves, showing off his submission prowess and some aerial prowess, as he does.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of countering. And eventually Humberto Carrillo wins with the modified Twisted Bliss.
Okay.
Because apparently that's his finishing move now. But he has that in the Aztec press, and I guess because they don't want him on his head all that much, I guess they're making him use a Twisted Bliss more. Yeah. I don't know what they're calling it. I call it the Twisted Bliss because it's the Twisted Bliss.
Okay, then.
And then afterwards, they shake hands, and Jack hugs Humberto Carrillo and walks off. So mutual respect between the two.
Okay.
It should also be noted the past few weeks, Drew Gulak apparently thinks he's Bray Wyatt now because he's been sending in cryptic Instagram messages.
Okay.
So I have to wonder if Drew's injured because we haven't seen him since Humberto Carrillo beat him.
Uh-huh.
And after that, Jack Gallagher said, when he came back from mustache injury, that he was going to get revenge on Drew Gulak, and that hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if he's injured, but with the cryptic tweets, I'm also kind of wondering, are they changing his character? Are they like rebranding him?
I don't know.
Because it's kind of weird. So, but yeah, I've been giving points for that because it's just been Instagram posts.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just thought I'd mention it because it's a thing.
That's fair.
So, Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Yep.
5 for the match, 4 for the main event, 3 for countering a moonsault, 6 moves for the hammerlock, crucifix, camel clutch, headlock, standing dropkick, gentleman's dropkick, and a suicide dive. Total of 18 points to Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Okay, that becomes 89. And 8 is 97.
And Humberto Carrillo.
Okay.
5 for the match, 4 for the main event, 20 for the win, 5 for the main event win, 6 for countering a headlock and a stalling suplex, 10 moves, a springboard arm drag, standing dropkick, springboard headbutt, corkscrew tope suicida, standing moonsault, springboard enziguri, missile dropkick, float over arm drag, discus enziguri, and the twisted bliss for a total of 50 points to Humberto Carrillo.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I said, he did all the work. And Jack made him look good.
All right, 209. All right. Cool.
That is your 205 Live.
All right, let's go to the scores. Let's see. I am in the lead by about 40 points. 39, 40 points, somewhere in that area. 33.94. You're at 33.55, hot on my heels. Tip is at 25.46. And Reese is at 25.15, only a 30-point gap between them.
Holy shit, we have a fucking war going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, I will take reading duty.
Go for it.
33.55.
Mm-hmm.
33.94.
Yep.
25.46.
Mm-hmm.
And 25.15.
Okay. Cool. Let's check the leaderboards.
Yes.
Go away, stupid mini tools. There we go. All right, I want this. Now I have to do this Z to A to get it behind the top. There we go. Still in a massive 300 some odd point lead is the WWE champion Kofi Kingston, who is at 641 points. Followed by the man Becky One Belt at 372. Just 2 points behind her is Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, at 370. Seth freaking Rollins, Universal Champion, is at 363. Followed by the big dog Roman Reigns at 327. The abs of 205 Live and Cruiserweight Champion Tony Nese is at 293. Shane McMahon coming in there at 288. Followed by Baron Corbin at 278. The one and only Ricochet has 256. And rounding out the top 10 is AJ Styles at 240.
Wow.
Yep.
Seth is the only thing keeping me alive right now. Seth and Baron, but Seth.
Corbin and Ricochet aren't hurting.
No, they're helping, but Seth is what's keeping me in the running.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, there we go.
This is going to be an interesting season. This is going to be a close end to the season.
It is going to be very close to the end of the season. We're going to have to see where this goes.
All right.
All right. That has been the show, folks. Jeff, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
We are hoping, like I said, either tomorrow or Monday after Raw, likely. Some of the next couple days, we will do this past week's scoring to get caught up. Stay tuned for Super Showdown on Thursday, per usual pay-per-view scoring. And there'll be some Starkid videos catching up somewhere in here as well.
Sometime this week, hopefully, because we're now 2 months behind.
Yeah, I know. We'll get it done. But until then, we'll see you next time, folks.
Fear the beard.
Yeah, it's another one.